our conversation with President Trump yesterday.
The goal for Monday's talks in Washington between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukraine's leader Volodymyr Zelenskyy is to present a united front between Ukraine and its European allies, French President Emmanuel Macron said on Sunday. If we show weakness today in front of Russia, we are laying the ground for future conflicts, he said. He said Kyiv's allies in Sunday's Coalition of the Willing meeting wanted strong and lasting peace in Ukraine and for Ukraine's territorial integrity to be respected. Several European leaders, excluded like Ukraine from Friday's summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin in Alaska, will travel to Washington to support Volodymyr Zelenskyy so that Ukraine is not forced into an agreement that does not suit it. We're going there tomorrow, not just to accompany President Zelenskyy, but to defend the interests of Europeans, Macron said.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Good evening. I wanted to say a few words following the discussions we've had over the past few days.
Did you speak with Donald Trump today, specifically, before tomorrow's meeting?
Essentially, our aim tomorrow is to present a united front between Europeans and Ukrainians at this moment of resolving the conflict by reaffirming who stands for peace, who stands for international law, but above all, how we can collectively ensure that the international order is respected and that the security of us all is protected. Because this concerns the security of Europeans and of France. And so, if we are weak today with Russia, we will be paving the way for tomorrow's conflicts, and they will affect the Ukrainians. And let us not be mistaken, they could also affect us at a time when our country continues to be regularly attacked, whether in cyberspace, through information warfare, or in contested domains from the seas to outer space. So, no weakness. There can be no territorial discussions concerning Ukraine without the legitimately and democratically elected leaders of Ukraine. No discussions about Ukraine without the Ukrainians, but in the same way, no discussions about the security of Europeans without them. Then, a country can, within an armistice, ceasefire, or peace treaty, accept territories it has lost. It does not accept they are under our sovereignty, but admits military loss. That is not contrary to international law, but it is a very significant concession. As I said, it is not my place to make it. On the other hand, no country after 3.5 years of such a conflict, so many human lives sacrificed, can accept territorial losses even unless it has the guarantee that it will be protected on the rest of its territory. Any agreement that would be based on the absence of a Ukrainian army or on the reduction of a Ukrainian army would be an insincere agreement doomed not to be respected. Because such agreements have already existed in the past. And even when Russia itself signed non-aggression agreements with Ukraine, as it did in 1994 with the Budapest Memorandum, it did not respect them. We have consolidated it. Our chiefs of staff have worked on it within the coalition of volunteers. Several states are ready to do so, from training to logistics, even to having a presence in non-combat zones, that is, not on the front line, not in contested territories, but to have allied forces present alongside Ukraine. We will go and present this, also asking the United States of America how far and to what extent they are prepared to join these efforts, since they have put security guarantees on the table and have reaffirmed them. We must enter a new diplomatic phase, one in which we take responsibility for having and defending European interests. We go tomorrow, not to accompany President Zelenskyy, but to defend European interests. Europe does not want to be at the table of major discussions merely as a topic of conversation. Europe must be at the table to discuss itself and its future. That is what I am telling you again. Thank you very much. Thank you, and best of luck.